What is up, dudes, dudettes, and dudes who defy description? And a hot toasty warm welcome to each and every one of you beautiful peeps out there as we start another episode of Awesome Fun in Minecraft with me, Oz. That's me, that's my name, hello. So you might wonder, where is it that we are, this weird bedrocky place? Well, we're in a hole. No, not that hole. A hole. Sorry about that. A hole in the ground. A hole in the ground. Now, this is my hole in the ground because every world should have a hole in the ground. It's one of these things you gotta have. Like you gotta have a hole in the ground. It's just a thing. It's not a thing. It's only a thing for me. Anyway, the reason that we come to this hole in the ground, we haven't been naughty. We haven't been set down to the naughty hole, although that is a good use for it. Quite a naughty thing to say in itself, naughty hole. But anyway, we're digressing. The whole point of today was that I wanted to get a bit of a break from building, because we haven't had a break from building since we went and caught all the mobs to put in the oceanic aquarium, all the fishies, the dolphins, that single squid. And since then, it's all been building. And I thought, last episode, we built Optimus Prime in his truck farm. We've got another awesome vehicle coming up in the next episode to put in the drive-in. But this day, I thought it'd be fun to do a bit of adventuring. So it's my intention to fight the wither. Well, there's a couple of intentions to this video. One of them is that I'm going to give you some basic tips on fighting the wither in survival, if that's something that you struggle with, or you just like to see how people do different ways of fighting the wither. I've got quite a lot of skulls, so I also think it would be fun to do stuff like fight it another time just with TNT, fight it with Iron Golems, stuff that would be fun like that. But the main thing that I want to share in this video for you today is how to get wither roses in a pretty large-ish quantity. This, as you will see, is up to you, without having to build a crazy farm, without doing some of the stuff, because it is pretty intimidating. You're like, dude, am I really going to have to try and suffocate this guy in an end portal or put him inside any of this, you know, bedrock stuff? It's too complicated for me. I can't do it. So I'm going to give you my top tip for getting lots of wither roses, what I like to do so. But the first thing that we need to do when we're fighting the wither, and the reason that we're in the giant hole in the ground, is that we essentially need to start by getting ourselves a corridor. This thing looks really cool, but it's actually really dangerous because you can fall into bits that you can't get out of. So what we need to do is we need to pick a direction to dig in a straight line. And we're just going to dig in a straight line. I'm thinking this direction is looking good. Sadly, this corridor is not going to work. I should have thought that as soon as I heard the dispensers, because we are too close to my slime farm. Look, I didn't even know guys could walk around behind here. That's so cool. I just thought you just stood there staring straight ahead. Keep distracting those slimes though, guys. You can see there's the little magma blocks that the slimes jump onto, and the pad said, oh, I hear a slime dies. There we go. Okay, anyway, I didn't mean to interrupt you guys. So we're going to have to pick a different direction. We do not want to fight a wither next to our slime farm, because it will absolutely destroy all of our work. So attempt number 2, we're going to go for this area on this side here. Oh, no, we're not. This is the worst start. Right, I'm going in this corner. Now that's why you have to get a little bit higher up so that you avoid the lava. Goodness, good thing we're already about 20 minutes into this episode. I haven't done anything yet. And here we have it, folks. A beautiful long corridor here. And it only had one little bit of lava that I came across or heard off to one side that I've been able to quickly get rid of. There's still a tiny little bit of it somewhere else, but nothing I think we need to worry about. And the reason I'm worrying about lava is essentially when you spawn in the wither, which we're going to do at, if you like, the very, very end of the corridor up here. When you spawn in the wither, it's going to go crazy, start blowing stuff up, start blowing blocks up, everything like that. It can fly. I mean, it's a crazy thing, right? And you don't want to fight this outside. So it's a good idea to find a nice contained bit inside for you to fight the wither, where you're not going to hopefully meet your own death along the way. So if there's lots of lava around, for example, and he blows up the blocks, then you might get covered in lava, which you don't want. And so our plan for fighting the wither is we're going to create a nice big room, or not too big, a reasonable sized room at the end here made out of obsidian for the wither to spawn into. And then we're going to create a bunch of sub-rooms down here separated by gates. And this is where our mobs come in. When a wither kills a mob, what essentially happens is it becomes a wither rose. I think this is specific to certain mobs, but it definitely works for animal mobs. Now, I think I can understand you thinking this is going to be a pain to get some animals in here, but I've got an idea for a bunch of animals that we can get down here, lambs, but not actual lambs, to bring to the slaughter to hopefully help us get lots of wither roses. So we have an appointment with a guy who's going to hook us up with a huge number of portable mobs. I'll give you a couple of seconds to think about that. Where do you think we're going to end up? Where else but KFC? That's right. We're coming for some chicken, or for some chickens, and hopefully this guy in here. Hello, Colonel Sanders. How are you, my friend? Nice to see you. Keeping a good guard on the recipes down there, the secret recipe. No, I'm not trying to look. Anyway, I put in an order with you for a bunch of eggs. Have you got my order? You have? It's behind me. Oh, nice. Okay, nice. You got me a couple of shell. Whoa! Okay, you got me 6 shulker bot. That is some service. Thank you very much, Colonel Sanders. Is this where you do your chicken cooking? Oh yeah, it looks nice. So thank you very much for your generosity, Colonel Sanders. I will take these to our hole, and will we take care of them? Yeah, yeah. Let's go with yeah. We have ourselves an obsidian room in which to spawn the wither. Oh yes, and if we come down this corridor here, you see we've got 3 areas here that are separated by gates. So these areas here are essentially where we're going to put our chickens. So if we close this up, see if we can get lucky. Yep, there we go. What we're going to do is fill these areas up with chickens, let them grow up, and then breed them. Now, the thing is, I can't remember 100% if this happened, so this is just a precaution. I think when the wither explodes, when it very first spawns in, and I think if there's mobs there, they get killed, but they don't turn into wither roses because they need to be hit by like the wither skull thing. There's only 2 of you. How is there 5 now? Are you guys breeding secretly behind me? But you're children. You can't be doing that. That's against the law. Okay, right. So we've got these 3 rooms here, and we need to fill them up with chickens. And of course, I'm keeping this separate to try and keep them. The wither will blow its way through. That sounds so dirty as well. Oh god. Today, what is wrong with everything I'm saying? Right. So the wither will explode its way from there towards me as I attack it, and hopefully kill these mobs as it goes along. And we're just going to have these big containment areas here just to spread them out a little bit. So, of course, we have 6 shulker boxes worth of chickens. I hate when they get stuck in the wall like that. This is going to take forever. No. By hand, no. Yes. Much better. Much better. But apart from they're all getting stuck in the wall and dying. Or they're getting hit by... I don't think eggs can damage them though. I think they can hit them, but they can't kill them. It's just if they get stuck in the wall. What do you think, guys? You approve? Yeah, these guys are in here because I walked in front of it a couple of times like this. But this is much better. We're gonna have hundreds of thousands of chickens in no time. The machine works too well. It works way too well. Oh no! Look at this. Down here. And you might think, oh, it's what, you've still got a whole stack in your hand. No, this is a stack I picked up just walking from down there to back up here. This is a lot of chicken, and this is what I mean by you can decide how many wither roses you want to get. If you could be bothered to put this many chickens in, which is kind of funny. I was actually taking cram damage in some places from doing this, but oh boy, we have enough chickens. I still have a full shulker box left that I didn't even use yet, that I'm keeping for some of our other fights, just in case things go a little bit wrong. But we have our mobs in place. We have our area set up. Now I think it's time. Stop pushing me. It's time to fight. I'm not touching the keyboard. This is purely them. It's time to finally fight the wither. Ow! Stop. Your beaks are really sharp. Do you know that? Okay, folks, we are ready for our first Wither battle. And it's my first time this entire series, in fact, wearing diamond chestplate, so that's exciting. So we've got our tea made out of soul sand. I'm not sure if there's 100% sure if there's enough space. Before I do this, I'm also going to drink a potion of night vision, just in case the Wither knocks out torches and it gets too dark for you guys to see. But here we go. Okay, it's in. And I'm getting out of here. Get out of my way! Stupid tickets. There it is. It's charging up. There it goes. Whoa! Here it comes. It's coming towards me. Oh, look at the Wither Roses already forming up. Now I better start attacking, actually. Chickens, get out of the way. So this is why you fight in a corridor, so you can basically just see its tail and shoot that. Alright, I need to get out of here. Cause I don't want to. I wanted to make sure it kills the chickens. That's what. Before I kill it. It's coming. It's a coming. Just gonna keep moving back. Chicken, stop pushing me and just messing with my aim. I can't actually get to here because of the chicken. I think I've killed more chickens than the Wither has. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Right, we need to fall back. We need to fall back. Okay, it's now at the stage where all we can do is hit it. So I've got Wither's Wail, which has Smite 5 on it. So that's pretty good. So let's see if we can get in there and... Come on, keep killing those chickens. Giving us those roses. Okay, let's finish it. There we go. Battle 1 is over. Now let's have a look and see how many Wither Roses we got. 50 Wither Roses. Not bad. I was actually, to be honest, hoping for a little bit more. Not quite sure why we didn't get a lot more. There's still quite a lot of chickens still alive, and a lot of them did run away down here. But hopefully, in our next battle, we can get even more. Okay, battle number 2. And for this one, I've added, as well as putting the final box of chicken eggs out and breeding them up a little bit, we've put 4 Iron Golems in 2 of the sections as well. So we'll see, 1, how they do in the battle, and 2, they'll also turn into Wither Roses. So without further ado, let's hit it. Out of the way, guys. Okay, so it's charging up, charging up, charging up. Yeah, okay. Oh no, they did turn into Wither Roses. Excellent. I was worried that the initial explosion was doing that. Whoa, look at the Iron Golems. I've already taken it down to around about half health. Less than half health. They're still fighting it. I think they're going to defeat it all on their own. No way. It's dead. What was it? That's about 20 seconds. Oh, they fought out into this direction over here. No. No. Oh, I thought they died. 4 Iron Golems absolutely kicked the bum out of that Wither, but that will affect how many Wither Roses we probably collect. So let's grab a bunch and see what we got. We got 57, so we got a lot more that time from a battle that took a fraction of a second. Awesome. That was absolutely amazing. Well done, guys. You are OP. OP in the extreme. Congratulations, you're all heroes. Now, I think what I'm going to do is repeat a couple of these battles off camera so we can see how many Wither Roses we get, and then I'll bring you back for our third on-camera battle where I'm going to fight the Wither using TNT just for a little bit of fun. I have now fought the Wither a further 2 times, but before I show you the results, I may have a talk about the Wither Roses. As you can see around me, we're gonna go out with a bang. Oh, yes. I think I might have gone a little overboard here, but I think it's going to be pretty awesome. So, for the final wither fight of the day, we are going to... I've put a bunch of chickens in here because I want to test the theory that when the wither first explodes, it kills things, but they don't turn into wither roses. So we'll find out definitively here with all these chickens that are trapped in there. And then the idea is I'm going to let that happen, stand way back, fire some arrows at Mr. Wither. When he comes through, comes to here, I'll have closed the gates. Hopefully he gets stuck for a little bit, blowing his way through. He might set the TNT off, but also we can put down a... Oh, I'm so scared even doing this. We can put down some dust here, flick this lever, and activate it remotely. So... this is either going to be really awesome or really, really bad. So let's see what happens. Okay, guys, you're the last ones that we're going to sacrifice for the cause. Thank you for your service. So here we go. Uno, dos, tres. Right, get way back. Way back. Way back. Okay, Wither is once again doing the charge. Okay, there goes the explosion. Oh, no! Oh, no. Oh, that's a disaster. Oh, what a disaster. It blew up all the TNT too soon, and now it is flying upwards. I don't even know what it's attacking right now. Oh, no. This is a disaster. Come back. It's attacking bats. That's what it's doing. He was ignoring me for a while, but I seem to be able to get his attention every so often. Need to get him down to his lower health. Okay, let's just go toe to toe. No running away, no medding. We'll just see if we can do it before we die. Think it should be fine. We did it with like 3 hearts to spare. Oh, I'm so sad about the TNT. So very, very sad about that. I forgot to drink my potion of night vision as well. So let's hope this actually turns out okay on YouTube. But it's time for the tale of the tape. 5 wither battles. Lots of Oh, I need to actually see if there's any wither roses here. I forgot about that. So there were 4 wither roses I found there, but I believe that they are going to be from other mobs that were killed in that event, not the chickens, because there's only 4 of them. So the big explosion does indeed destroy all of the wither roses, so you don't want to put your mobs in with there. But as I say, tail of the tape, let's see what we got. After 5 battles, we got ourselves, of course, 5 Nether Stars. We also got 4 different wither heads, and this is pretty cool. Now, this is from a data pack that I've got installed, Vanilla Tweaks by ZoomAvoid and his team. I will leave a link to that in the description below as always. But most importantly, we picked up 150 wither roses. Now, that isn't divided by 5 because the last battle there wasn't a proper test, it was just an experiment. And the 4th battle I didn't put any more chickens out for that. I just wanted to get the wither out of the way because I need a bunch of beacons. But the interesting thing is, if you'll see here, each chicken can only drop 1 raw chicken when it dies max. And we can see here that we've got nearly 5 stacks of this, where we've only got 2.5 stacks of wither roses. So where the other 2.5 stacks of wither roses you'd be expecting to see? Well, I was curious about this, so I chatted to a few people on Reddit about it, and what I actually think's happening is the wither, its skulls do explode, and I think when they explode, they are destroying some of the wither roses. It's not like TNT. I kind of thought, TNT's changed in the recent update. It's 100% drop rate, but the wither is not TNT. Its explosions are different. So if you want to achieve a better ratio, what you should do is, You can, of course, get even more wither roses if you add lots and lots of different chicken rooms and lead it a further way. But make sure you keep running in, dodging and weaving in and out and picking up the wither roses before they get destroyed. And you could pick up even more. But that is our episode for today. And oh my gosh, that is a lot of fun. I can't even remember having laughed quite so much in making an episode recently. I had a whale of a time. And I hope you guys learned something along the way about collecting wither roses without making an absolutely crazy, massive farm. But of course, if you enjoyed the episode, make sure to do all the YouTubey things. You know what they are. I don't need to tell you guys. You're smart people. You're smart folks out there. But thank you so much for joining me. I always appreciate you taking the time to watch and support the videos that I have an absolute ball producing for you. And of course, don't forget to join me next time when we'll be having more awesome fun in Minecraft with me, Oz. So have yourself a fantabulous day, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!